Hey, what up? How's it going? Today we're gonna go over how to draw a fire-breathing skull. Another kind of cool design. I'm gonna be using this, a Pigma brush, and also some of these Faber-Castells. If you want to know what supplies I use, go check out the description. It's gonna have everything there. But pretty much, it's a very simple step-by-step for you, especially if you're a beginner. Stick around. And another thing is, if you like beginner drawing lessons, like I post every other day or so, hit that subscribe button, and it's gonna let you know when I post a video. Press the subscribe and click the bell notification. That's if you want to kind of improve as an artist over time. I'm happy to do that. So let's get down. I'm gonna draw a skull from the right side. I do that plenty. It's kind of a cool look. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into the eye socket. And by the way, you can use any tool for this. You don't have to use this brush thing I'm using. You can use a regular marker or anything. And I'm gonna make kind of this shape for the eye, almost like an L shape, like a backwards L, kind of rounded. And I'm going to fill this in. Right on. Going to go over here to the brow. Line out here. For the nasal cavity, I'm going to pull down. It's going to pull up a bit because there is a little bit of a bone here at the bottom that sticks out. And I'm going to pull down into the upper jaw. I'm going to go over here to the forehead area. So I'm going to pull this brow back. I'm going to go pull up to the forehead area. Before I do that, I'm going to go to the zygomatic arch, which is the cheekbone right here. I'm going to put like a little, it's kind of usually a little dimple there in that bone. Pull down. Back here. Pull up. And line over here, line down, line back. And what that is a temporalis. If you touch the side of your temple, that's kind of what that is. There's like a muscle that slides up in there called the masseter, and it goes down to the jaw here. That's kind of why when you kind of flex if you bite down like hard, if you bite down, like grit your teeth, like you can even try it now. I'm trying it myself. When you bite down hard, you can feel it in your temple. It'll kind of move in your temple, and because the jaw goes straight up and strapped to that temple area. If you want to know anything about anatomy in general, go to my Skillshare. I'm going to link that below. My Skillshare has entire lessons on anatomy, and they're completely free for the first, I forget, 100,000. I forget how many people. The first amount of people that click on the link below, they're going to get free month of Skillshare. And that's what's going to allow you to watch every program that I have on there. And I have so many anatomy programs on there. I have, arm anatomy, chest anatomy, back. Like these are separate courses, and they're all free. So if you really, really want to deep dive into anatomy, go check that out. It'll really help you out. So I'm going to have the mouth open here. That's the top row of the teeth. Pulling down here for the jaw. And I'm going to have that lower jaw now. So right here, kind of tracing out those teeth. Pulling down, going out to the chin area. Down over here, back of the jaw, out. Okay, I have that open mouth. So now I'm going to do is this is the forehead, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the entire cranium. Remember, don't shortcut that cranium. The biggest mistake in drawing, right? I always say this, the biggest mistake in drawing is they make the back of the head too small usually. But that's why, if anything, overestimate it, then you can cut down on it. Little bump there. Right on. We're doing pretty good, all right? Gonna have a little open space here for that negative part of the jaw. And right here, I'm gonna draw in kind of where the teeth attach to the gum line. Going over here, the same thing for the upper teeth. Drawing in some value here. Now you're kind of going into style because we're done with most of the structure. line over here, line over here. Right here, I'm kind of, what I'm doing here is I'm putting in these style kind of shadows here. The light source is usually coming from above, right? So there's going to be a shadow toward the bottom of everything, like the bottom of the jaw here. And we can turn those shadows into like these kind of whimsical shapes. So I'm gonna describe those shapes when I go into the fire. So let's go into the fire. Pulling in, pulling out. Let's create shapes here. Fire has a very whimsical shape. It's very flowy. You can think of it like tree branches. There is a large tree branch with a small one coming off it. And you're trying to vary up the size. Like what I'm doing right now, it's pretty random. And that's kind of what I'm trying to keep it as. It's very, some of these are bigger, some of these are smaller. Try to vary up the size of it. I think there's a hair right there. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's my hair though. I think it's like a brush hair actually. Right here. And that. So if I was to draw that again randomly, it'll be a slightly different shape. But I just knew it was going to be that vague shape for the most part. But if you look at it, that kind of shape is kind of the way I want to make the shadow patterns here. On the bottom, I want that whimsical form because you are designing something, right? You're designing this thing for people to look at. Pulling a shadow here. Like so. And essentially from this point on, you're just kind of doing whatever you want. You can add style to anything. You can draw a little bit more here. You can repair some of these lines, really. That's kind of what it is. Kind of lines here. You can kind of put them as much as you want. You can throw like a crack in this. That'd be kind of cool. And a lot of drawing is decision making, but that first part, the side of the skull, is kind of what is generally structured. This even this fire is not generally structured, but if you want to make it look more attractive, you just kind of keep doing this. Anyways, like I said, you can put them over here, even on the top right here. Maybe put thinner ones up there. And all it is you're revealing bits of form. So I hope this was enjoyable for you. Hopefully it was enjoyable, and if it was, click that like whenever you press like, and also don't forget to share. When you share the video, it brings back a lot of good stuff for the algorithm, and it actually kind of helps me maintain the channel, because I normally did an update on here for about a year, but I want to come back. So please help me come back by pressing the like and share. Share it anywhere. There's a share button right below, like an auto share kind of thing, where you can share it to, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, not Instagram, Pinterest. That's a big one. If you share it to Pinterest, that'd be wild. I would be so grateful. Wow. If not, you can always contact me. I'm very easy to reach. And go check out the stuff in the description. I have an absolute beginner lesson, and I also have my full courses on Skillshare. So thank you so much. I will talk to you next time. See you later.